is Jessica from the Youth Services Department of the Finkelstein Memorial Library, and today I'm going to show you how to make little raindrop crayon sun catchers. So this craft is good for really anyone because it is fun and but definitely appropriate for younger children all the way up through teens. Really anyone can do this one. So what you need is wax paper. You need some crayons, mostly blue ones since we're doing raindrops, because after all, April showers bring May flowers. And after the last few days, we've had some rain. So hopefully that will lead to some really pretty spring flowers coming next month. And then you need a heat source. So I actually saw this craft being done with an iron, but unfortunately my iron is back at the library from a previous craft that I did. So I do not have an iron at home right now. So I'm going to try to use my hair dryer. And you need, where is it? And you also need a pencil sharpener that your crayons will fit in. If you want, you can also have some string and like a strip of cardboard and a hole punch, which I do not have. So I will talk about what these are for when we get to the end, but they are optional. You can do the craft without them. Okay, so the first thing you want to do is take out a good size sheet of wax paper and get out your blue crayons. Here we go. Okay, so you want various shades of blue so that it looks really pretty. So I'm just going to grab a few different shades that all look different, and that is fine. So I chose 5 different crayons. Okay, so as you can see, these are a little melted from previous crafts, one of which is posted on this YouTube channel, so check that out. Crayon art is really fun. Crayons are not only for coloring in your favorite coloring book, they are also for melting and doing lots of other things with. So, what you want to do, this is definitely, if it is a younger child doing this craft, this is definitely the part that the child would do, which is sharpening your crayons. You want to position your crayon sharpening over your wax paper. Let's see which one works. Here we go. So the idea is to sprinkle your crayon shavings. But yeah, you just want to be a little bit gentle since crayons do break more than pencils. So now that I have all of my crayon shavings on here, you take another piece of wax paper and place it directly on top of the wax paper with your crayons. Then you take your heat source, and hopefully what will happen is that we're going to melt the crayons so they all kind of smush together. It will, the wax on the paper and the wax of the crayons will hold the paper together. So let's give it a go. Again, an iron, because you're dealing with like the paper and stuff, an iron is definitely better for this, just on low heat. You don't need a lot of heat to melt the crayons, so just low heat should be fine. And of course work on a heat protected surface. But I'm improvising with my blow dryer, so we will see how it goes. realized that I forgot to mention that the heat part of this craft is definitely for the adult. Also, when you use an iron, it kind of smushes the crayons for you to smush them all together. When you're using a blow dryer, it doesn't. So you might just want to, you know, if it's not too hot for the adult, to smush them around a little bit. But even if you don't do that or can't tolerate it, it'll come out just fine. So it's looking like this. Kind of a Mod Podge of lots of different blues. I kind of messed up a little bit in the middle because I stuck a larger piece of crayon and it didn't melt all the way. So, and I didn't want to keep the heat on any longer. So, word to the wise. Okay, so now you take a pen or marker and you're just going to draw raindrop shapes over your whole paper. Wherever you're going to cut out a raindrop, you're just going to draw raindrop shapes. So depending on the age of the child who is doing this craft, either the child can do this or the adult can do this, or you can do it together. I've drawn my drops. You might be able to see them. And I'm going to cut those drops out. Again, depending on the age of the child, maybe they're doing this, maybe the adult is doing this. Okay, so there we have a drop with some cool blue design. So I'm just going to cut out the rest of them and I'll show you what you can do with these. And so now you have a couple different options that I will recommend, or you can come up with something completely new. So what you can do if you have a hole punch at home is you can punch a hole at the top of each raindrop and string some yarn or string or thread through, and then tie it around at the top around your cardboard so that you have a nice mobile of hanging raindrops that you can then, hang up in your bedroom or in your window or wherever you'd like. What I'm going to do, because I do not have a hole punch, but I do have tape. So I'll show you what I'm going to do. Okay, so I used my tape to just double stick. I rolled it back onto itself so the sticky side was out. And I just taped them to my window. As you can see, it's kind of not showing up as great on the film, on the camera because of the sun behind them, but the sun is coming through them and makes them look really very pretty. So I hope you enjoyed this craft. I hope that you'll join us again for our next craft video with Miss Jessica. Thanks for joining us.